Hi everybody, this is part 3. Although part 1 I lost, the footage got lost. Um, Part 2 definitely is a long video. It was the launching of my March 15th, the new channel, which is today. So I was able to at least put that video out. I don't know how many of y'all want to put in an hour of watching it, those that are really wanting to learn, because I'm really trying to do more teaching than talking. Okay, I was a born chatter. I come about it very honestly. um, and all my friends are I like chatty friends too. So anyway, I got my apron on, not showing face today because I'm a mess. I've been just putting in hours, believe it or not, in this. This is something that is a labor of love for sure. Now, what we're going to do, let's just dive right in here. We're doing a paint pour for the background of our handmade porcelain clay, drawn out, my own pattern. I just drew it out on actually I drew it out on, what's that? Anyway, I drew it out, made a pattern, simply laid it on the clay after I'd had the clay to the thickness that I wanted it, etc. And then I simply traced it out, then cut it out, laid it on. If you'd have seen all of that, if part 1 hadn't have got lost, but it did. Then I made handmade flowers. These are little roses out of the porcelain clay, and adhered them to the bunny. So his name is Rose Covered Bunny 2022. Okay, mixed media. Also part of my channel is beginning to do more and more things to show you on a deeper level, I guess. So we're going to do paint pour today. So let's get started. What I've done ahead of time is went ahead and prepared our colors and given this a good mix. I've given all of them a good mix. We're going to go with a little blue. I wanted to get some Easter sort of colors. So we've got kind of a creamy, and then our nice white, a nice pretty pink, a nice blue and white I mixed together, and a green and white that I mixed together. And you mix all this stuff together to make it into being able to be a paint pour. This is not a watercolor situation where you added water to a lump of acrylic paint. No. This is different. It's a pouring medium, they call it. It's an acrylic medium. It is gloss. The one I've chosen is a gloss. I wanted a high gloss. I'm not even sure. I'm thinking about keeping the bunny matte colored, but you know, we will see. And let me show you too. I did figure out a way to let people see a product without it being backwards. So there it is. Okay, and let's get our canvas back in good view here, because we're going to start our pour. Woo! And the nerves are on because I've put in so many hours. We don't want any mistakes. Okay, I have babied this canvas, and it is pure white. Nothing has gotten on it so far. And now we're going to put on something. Well, I think what we're going to start with first is I would like to make a mess first. Yeah. There we go. Welcome to my channel. That's probably why my channel's so long, is I'm always dropping something. But always prepared for my droppiness. Okay, what we're going to first do, we're going to pick a color. I'm going to start us out with a little bit of white, okay? And these are, by the way, save your lids to stuff, especially plastic lids. These are Kool-Aid mix lids, and they're actually, you know, you can do that to them, which is awesome, I discovered. So what we're going to do is we're just going to gently pour us a line of color, okay? And the first is white. I may have to mix more. I didn't want to over mix. This stuff isn't cheap. It does extend the paint, of course, but you know, you give one for the other, basically. But this is also going to create something pretty cool. I'm hoping it's going to be cool and it doesn't constantly keep popping at me. That just popped some blue on my hands, if you saw that, and I got white over here. Okay. It is on. The fight is on. Thank you. Little popsicle sticks, all I'm using. Nothing fancy. Not fancy on my channel. This is a really fancy piece of work here that I've done. It has actually taken about 4 days. You got to think in your drying time, well, your creating time, your designing time, then creating time. Then if you're working with, well, with a lot of things, you got to let it dry. I'm trying to get the blue that jumped at me. So we're trying to get that back into the mix. Don't want to lose any of the product. Okay. Now, what I thought I might do is come in with just a little bit of our creaminess here. Don't know what that's going to do. I think I'll just put a little bit. I don't know why I jumped it over there. We'll see why. There's always a reason, right? Now you can see already that the paint is beginning to move and beginning to blend. And I have that little box I told, well, you may not have watched the video because it was so long, but I'm going to grab me another popsicle stick just to kind of control our white a little bit here. I want things to mix together, but not roll off my canvas yet. I don't have a big enough workspace yet to kind of do it that method, and I've seen it done that way, and that's great. You do waste a lot of product though, because then it just falls over on your napkin and you can't retrieve that. So all I'm doing now is a soft tilt with the paint. Not sure. Yeah, I just want to swirl this around. Kinda, something here. And I'm not looking for perfection. I wouldn't be able to find it if I did. So I'm just going to start pouring stuff. That's what a paint pour is about. We're going to just see what we come up with. I have no plan whatsoever, so other than not to spill, just sneak a little bit of green in there. this rate, I'll be mixing more, it looks like. It's a good thing I have paper towels everywhere. Yeah, looky there. Good thing I had a doggy pad there to catch my paint. Took my eye off of it for a few minutes there, and we got a raining down. But that's okay. I got stuff here to control that issue. Oh, those colors are so pretty. Oh my goodness. Aren't they gorge? Yes. Oh, I hardly want to touch it because I love that. Isn't that pretty? Pretty, 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 pretty. I'm running out of places to stick stuff because of my hands getting dirty. Okay. Yes. Oh, talk to me. So glad I had those paper towels ready to go. I just did not, I knew I wasn't going to be able to stand up on my normal workspace and do this so that it could just pour everywhere because I wanted to film it. So kind of limited on what I can and can't do. If anything goes onto your side, don't worry about that. I mean, that's just an extra wonderfulness that can happen. And I'm trying not to get it, believe it or not, onto the bunny. On the top, meaning. Okay, well, we got some pretty things happening. Let's see here, I need a little bit. Yes, we are going through that white, but there's a method of reasoning here. Looks like I'm going to be mixing some more blue soon. Alright, let's see if we can do a little better manipulation of our pour. Don't mind the noises, that's just some stuff the canvas is liking to kind of knock on. I don't know if you can see what I'm doing here, but I'm trying to give us somewhat of a swirl with our colors. Okay. There we go. Isn't that looking pretty? Turning encourage it to do a little more flow. I may have needed to put just a little bit more of the medium to do this, but we'll see. Let's see if we can't get a really nice downward motion to kind of fill in that bunny without overtaking him. And all I'm doing is moving the canvas around so that the paint will move around. And we can try to get something very pretty. I went one way, now I'm just going to go the other. Isn't that lovely? That cream is beginning to emerge. I'm loving that. Loving it. Yes, very pretty, right? I'm going to keep on working here. I don't want my paint too dry before I've got it smeared everywhere. There we go. Yeah, there we go. Okay, I'd like to try to get some of that out of the center. Let's see what we're doing. Ooh, look at the colors on the camera flow. Yes. I have to buy another camera. Can you believe that? I spent a lot of money. I got the best of the phone, not the iPhone. I can't afford iPhone. But the Galaxy S10 Plus, you know, it was very expensive. And I can't believe already I'm having issues with the battery. And in the past, I had a BlackBerry, and as soon as that started messing up with the battery, I knew tain't got long to live, which is exactly what happened. Okay, we're gonna sit this down here now. Make sure that it's everything on the board. Okay, we haven't made a massive mess anywhere. We're doing good. We're doing good. So, just a little bit more, maybe picking it up. I don't know how much more I can give it a good level up to see. I just don't want that bunny to get covered. Boy, that will not be a good thing, I tell you. Well, I'm loving it. Okay, let's make sure our support is good. There we go. Let's get more to a level playing field here for a second. Kind of do an evaluation. Let's look at our paint colors. Okay, we've given this a set now, and literally it is not, it's almost, well, it's not dry, but it's not at that runny state, so that I won't be in fear. Yes, Carolina, I will get right back to you. Okay, now let's go ahead and continue working our way down. And remember, we're going to have a big Chanel pom-pom right there. It's beautiful. So that still has to be applied, and then a top coat for this, okay? But she's coming along party, I think. So I think what I'm going to do, well, I'm going to do the same thing I just did. But I'm going to be doing, of course, naturally the sides and work our way down. And I believe that the color I want to start with is going to be blue. Maybe. There we go. Mixed us a little bit more while we were in a little bit of a waiting hold there. seeing how quickly the medium is going, so I want to cover. I don't want to run out before finishing this project, so we're not going to do that though, right? No running out. This part begins to be just what you feel like doing. It's kind of the way I roll. And that's what I got to say about that. And I'm still holding the blue. There we go. I want it to come in, add a little bit of white. There we go. So if I didn't add too much or too little. And let's give it a move here. Let's see if we can get some glide factor going on. I'm wondering if with the blue I'm just not quite getting enough Liquidex medium or whatever it's called. And drippity drippity, I better be careful. I'm gonna end up dripping on my project. We don't want that. I don't know whether doing one side at a time is better than doing them both or not. Yeah, I got my one eye on over there and one eye over here. Isn't this fun? I mean, it is kind of fun. It's messy, but sometimes messy is fun, right? We're gonna just drop a little more blue in there and see what happens. Yeah, gently, Crystal. It seems like it's drying fast. I don't know. It's raining outside. I would think that would make for more of a humid atmosphere so that it wouldn't be drying as quickly as I'm thinking it is. That, or I've got not enough of the medium to make it glide as well as I had wanted. Trying to bring it up the side of the bunny so that he's covered prettily. Let's see what we can get with that. Ooh. Ooh. Getting a little bit close to my bunny over there. We don't want it on top of the bunny. We just want it beside it. That's all, okay? That's the game plan there, Mr. Painting. Mr. Bunny. There we go. Okay. We be looking purty. I like all the texture it's giving me. There we go. Good deal. We had just a little mistake. But I think if I grab it quick enough. Yes, it is fixable. There, okay. I had a feeling that might happen, but you know, hey, live and learn. And I'm gonna drop a little bit of green over here before we lose our almost out of the green. Now is where I wanted to come in. A little more white. Okay, and then a risky business here is gonna happen. We're gonna introduce our pink. That was a heavy pour. Well, got away from me a little bit. We'll see what happens. We'll see what we make from this. Yeah, let's just see. Stop a minute, take a look, take a gather. But I'll be careful. I'm going to go right over my bunny again. And you don't want that. Okay, good, good. I'll take a drip. We'll take a drip down the path. I don't know really what I'm doing here, but other than probably messing up what I should leave alone. Okay, we got a little of that. I don't know what's going to happen when it gets set. Now you can come in with tools, which I didn't come to the project with a whole lot of tools tonight. Make some, a little bit of texture. Let's see if I can get it around this corner. Without getting on my bunny. As soon as I took my eye off of it. Yep, went right up there. That's alright. We'll fix it. You might even add just a little extra something to the painting. I've heard that a mistake in a painting oftentimes can lead to wonderful things. Ooh, some prettiness happening is what's happening. Isn't that lovely? You know, now, I come in here. some green. Okay, I don't know. How's it looking, everybody? I'm feeling like I want more blue down here. I love holding on to things while I'm holding on to another thing. Isn't that fun? Got a lot of blue here. Yeah. Let's just see what happens with a nice little streak. We have a lot of blue. We're just gonna use it up. Guess I'm just gonna pour it everywhere and everywhere till I'm out. Alright, that should do it right there. Okay, wow, right? Before I start moving it around, I can already see a problem. How about that? Yep, I felt that one coming. And also one down here. I see paint rolling every which direction. Oh no. We got our doggy pad thing down there. Hopefully to catch what I can. Good old Bounty. What would I do without Bounty? Not a lot. Oh, come on here. Get up under there. And on top. Like we did over here. Okay, alright. Now let's see what we can accomplish with a little bit of finesse here. Gosh, I tell you, if something is going to ruin something, it will for me. Okay. Isn't that gorgeous? Wow. I'm loving it. Loving it. And the more you move it, look at the exquisite colors. Wow. Yes, you love to get up there, don't you? Ooh, coming up with a pretty marbly color there. Wow. 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 This is when a creator's mind is just going out of its mind. Wow. And I've seen some of it eat